before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part.
And that's how you know who the ungodly is when you look into the ancient times, who had the rosebuds and shit around their heads.
The Romans.
Wow. The Greeks, the Romans. Right. Go ahead.
Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness.
Let none of us depart without our share of voluptuousness, man.
That's the fatness of the land.
That's these thoughts of these devils, man. Go ahead.
Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place.
Let us leave signs of our joyfulness in every place. Go ahead.
For this is our portion, and our lot is this.
Go ahead.
Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
So this is their portion, and their lot is this. Let them do what?
Let us oppress the poor righteous man.
Who are the poor righteous men, man? It's you Israelites, man. At least supposed to be.
That's right. How could it not be? If everything was created for you, but now you under this base-ass man squeaking out a motherfucking living paycheck to paycheck, or not even that. Like the brother was saying earlier, younger brother was saying earlier, you take you 2 checks. If you get paid every week, you take you 2 checks to put your rent together, or whatnot. Or, to be worse yet, you can get paid by monthly, which means you get paid 2 times a month, and you got to take 1 whole check and a piece of that other check to pay your rent. What the fuck? Go ahead, Al.
Let us spare the widow.
Right, so it says, let us oppress the poor righteous man. It's talking about you Israelites, man. Go ahead.
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice.
And what's the law of justice? A wicked ass system, man. What they call justice.
They'll put 2 or 3 amendments on it because they don't like the fact that at this particular point in time, they wrote this shit in, like, let's say 1945 and whatnot. So you'd have come up a little bit, you'd have figured out the loophole in the motherfucker. So now they don't like it because you'd have figured out the loophole, so let's amend this. Now, 15 years later, another motherfucker come along and he figured out the loopholes there by combination this. I found that loophole, so now they amended again. So now you got 3 amendments to one motherfucking law because they don't like it because the Israelites done finally stopped and read the book and figured out where the loophole's at.
That's the point. It's all to keep you Israelites down, man. Because in the Constitution, it says that every man should have right to bear arms. That wasn't meant for a nigga.
That what?
That wasn't meant for Israelite, man. That wasn't meant for you so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans. When that Constitution was penned, you was what is it? 1/4?
3/5 of it.
3/5.
3/5 of a fucking human being.
Yep. So you wasn't considered. You was considered property. You wasn't considered a man. Oh, but now once you read it, now you consider. Oh, they said you equal. Now you made a man. Oh, well now we can't have all these niggas running around with guns. Oh, now you gotta have a permit. Right. Now it's restricted in this state. Oh, you gotta have it openly. You can't have it concealed in this state and all that bullshit, man.
But see, that goes against their own constitution because of the fact that it was actually written in that you're supposed to be able to have the right to bear arms, so that if your government ever became wicked, you could mount up a militia and pull their ass down if they was going to fuck off.
That's in the Constitution as well, right?
Exactly.
But let a motherfucker, hey, didn't the motherfuckers, what was that, Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't they occupy that building?
Yeah.
What happened to their ass?
Hey, they didn't run in on them. If it had been the Israelites, your ass would have been gunned down.
Nah, but they ended up shooting the dude.
Eventually they got around to it. But that's what I'm saying, man. These motherfuckers, man.
So you got a precept?
Yeah. Go ahead. Bring it out.
Book of James, chapter 2, verse 6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not a rich man oppress you?
Start up. 2. What verse 2 say?
Okay. For there come unto your assembly a man with a gold ring.
Nah, is that the one where it says, how ye rich men?
Verse 5.
It's 5? Okay, you read what you was reading. Read verse 6 and you get 5 for me, Bible sir.
Book of James, chapter 2, verse 6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats?
Go ahead, explain it, brother.
Nah, I was.
Explain it.
Rick, you said was going.
Yeah, we're gonna get that.
Oh, okay. But ye have despised the poor. Who is the poor of this world? You know what I mean? Who is the poor of this world? The Israelites. And though they oppress you pretty much every day, you know what I mean? And set you for the judgment seats.
That's right. Yeah, man. Steady locking us up, man. That's the judgment seat.
It says, do not rich man oppress you, man. Yahweh Shah gave the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. Rich man is you goddamn Edomites, man. Which that's what we're gonna get. You got that, brother?
Nah.
Go ahead.
This is James, chapter 5, verse 1. He said, go to now, ye rich men. This is talking about so-called white man who was Edom. He says, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. That's talking about the coming down of his kingdom, man.
Yep.
He said, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten.
Yep.
You know,
Go ahead, you got it.
I was gonna say like their riches is talking about the economy right now. You know what I'm saying? It's corrupted, man. It's falling down, man.
And they means by how they got it, man. And Sirach says that through fuck, I don't want to butcher it. Go ahead, keep reading, brother.
Khan, I'm gonna start again at the top of 2. He said, your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be as witness against you. The rust of them is talking about like all through these years. You know, that's how old his money is, man. That's how long this devil's been in rulership and in power, man. And he said, he said, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, yet have heaped treasure together for the last days.
And that's, go ahead. As it explained it said it's canker. You know, so the rust shall be a witness unto you, man, because of how you got it. This is Sirach 10 in verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. You know? So it's how you obtain your riches, man. And to go back to the scripture that the brother was speaking of, which was talking to Israelites, but also you can relate it to the so-called white man, because in John 8:44 it says, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of the father ye will do. So 2/3 of these niggas out here want to follow after this the devil, man. Go ahead, brothers. More on that?
It's a little bit more. One more verse.
Yeah, verse 3 is the one I want.
Well, okay, I'll start again at 3. He said, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be as a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh.
Verse 4 is what I want. It's like it. Keep going.
As it were fire, ye have heaped treasure together for the last day.
Right, because in Job it says you shall vomit all them treasures out, man. You heaping up them treasures for us, man. Go ahead, brother.
Behold, the hire of the laborers.
Behold the hire of the laborers, man. Who are the laborers? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You Israelites, man. Go ahead.
Who have reaped down your fields.
Who reaped the fields of the so-called white man?
Cotton, sugar cane,
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
He said, which is of your kept back by fraud.
Which you kept back by fraud, man. The wages you have kept back by fraud. Hey, in the law it says that after you work a day's work, man, you're supposed to pay that man before the sun go down, man. But you get paid at the end of the week, or you get paid after 2 weeks, or every month.
Well, not only that you get paid, they take out wages that you get paid. They take out wages that you work for.
They take out state tax,
federal tax.
And that's after they made a percentage. Because they take that money and they invest it. That's why they hold it for so long, man.
Yeah.
They hold your check, a week or two so they can make a certain amount of money extra off.
But but the simple Jake, he don't realize that. He just looking at the fact that they took this amount, damn, that amount hurt me or whatever, this, that, and other. But now you take a corporation when you got 5,000.
Jake don't care, because guess what? When January, February come, and income tax, I'm getting all that back.
You ain't even really getting it all back. They robbed you, man. They robbed you.
stupid.
He said, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, so like you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabbath oath.
The Lord of armies, man.
And motherfuckers do cry the blues. They get their checks, they be like, damn. And if they put overtime on, they like, what the fuck?
And they crying on top of that, because you brought up the scripture earlier, Haggai, the first chapter. Everything you earn, you putting it in a bag full of holes, because it's going right back out, man. And Baruch, it says we subject to payments. Like we explained earlier, water bill, electric bill, gas bill, you gotta pay rent. You know what I'm saying?
Children.
Don't even add children.
Child support.
I'm about to say child support, bro.
You got that in Jeremiah?
Yeah, I got the Jeremiah. Jeremiah 22:13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's services without wages.
So, hey, who built the White House? I'm gonna ask you, brothers. I'm gonna ask both y'all. Who built the White House?
I don't know.
Black people?
Israelites.
Slaves.
Who built the plantation, the houses that the Edomites was living in?
Us.
We did. Did we get paid for that? Read that again. Baba Kashab.
It showed you that in 12 years a slave when he was using the nails to build that cabin.
Yep. They didn't get paid for that. Go ahead.
Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness.
Destruction unto him that buildeth his house.
Yeah, because woe means destruction.
Go ahead.
So woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work.
And that's
What happened to the 2 mules and the what? The 10 acres or something?
40 acres and 2 mules.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't even get that.
Forget about it. You know?
Jake couldn't even get that. Then you take this land from our brothers, the so-called Native Americans, and then you put their ass in a small ass corner on a reservation, man.
They doing that today, man. In corporate America. They still not getting paid the wages that you deserve for working for them. They getting, I kid you not, I'm in a restaurant, so, you know, I deal with servers and food. Servers themselves, they sell the food. The food be like, the servers at least make a sale about $2,000, up to $10,000 a day, damn near each server, you know? To your measly, what, little $10 an hour? Little $8 an hour now, whatever they paying you, whatever your wage is, they making a killing off y'all, man. You know, they got a whole bag of chicken tenders. That whole bag will probably cost like $20, but they selling them separately though. So they getting the cost out of that. You know, they flipping the box. The whole box is like probably like a stack. You know, rounding off to it. You know, so yeah, man, they do you like that in corporate America. You don't get the wages that you deserve, the time that you put in to make their establishments stand.
You want to say something, Gary?
Yeah, I was basically saying, like you said, you had mentioned the 40 acres and mule. They have one for the Americans where they go to the office, they don't have to pay taxes, but that's only to a certain amount. That's only to a certain number. First of all, you have to be full-blooded Native American, and then your parents have to be full-blooded Native American. You know, so because my grandma was gonna get on it, but you have to get on it while you're around a certain age. There's some reason why she couldn't get on it. But basically, it's the same reason why we couldn't get our 40 acres of mule. You know, all.
Hey, because this goddamn cracker is the devil, man.
Come. I mean, explain me. You know, you can look at tax returns and things of this nature of ours, and look at that. Explain to me, how is it that a motherfucker that can make $1 billion in revenue or whatever, $1 billion in revenue, as far as basketball or whatever, can wind up paying less taxes than this brother? With the tax holes and loopholes and all this other kind of shit and shelters, he'll wind up getting paid. He'll wind up getting in tax money returned more than this brother makes in 8 years, 10 years of his life. That's why I call it a monopoly, man. You know, once you go around the whole board one time, you
that big lump sum, 200.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
same thing, man.
Same thing,
Once
exactly.
you go through the whole entire year, you get your little lump.
They get a lump. They get a fucking lump.
Right. And don't get that card. Do not pass go. Do
Oh, yeah.
not collect $200. Your ass get audited, man. Or you owe the state this, or you owe the government that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for not having a medical card, man. Now if you don't got medical, they trying to take a percentage out of your taxes. So that's another thing. You know, what is it their business if you need medical?
But yeah, you got Jake still want to stay in this place, man. Like this is the be all and end all of existence, man.
They forcing you to have medical cards. Hey, what if you don't want that medical? What if you want to make the land your medical? What if you want the herbs to be your medical? You know? What if you don't want to be under that jurisdiction as far as you know? That's not their business, man. They make it their business. They're saying if you don't, hey, look, we're gonna take some money from your taxes. And they don't even give you all your taxes back. They still take a big ass percentage out of your taxes.
They take a tax out of your taxes.
Yeah, they take tax out of your taxes.
Ain't that a bitch?
And see, here's where it gets stupid. Federal income tax was actually set up to fund the militia. So you got a militia and you want to contribute to weapons and ammunition and stuff like that. You want to pay for it, help us pay for it. So taxes was actually voluntary. Okay? It was voluntary. But once the militia and wartime scenario is done, you're not supposed to have to be paying taxes on a situation like that. But they don't tell you that. I give you another example. The toll booths.
Yep.
You put toll booths in, they put the toll booths in the toll road for you to collect longer. They supposed to collect long enough to pay for what it costs to build that road. Then they pull the toll booths off and the road is paid for by itself because you collected taxes on it using of the road. They looked at how much money they was making, they like, fuck this shit. And now, in Illinois, they got it where they don't even give you the toll booth. You gotta buy the fucking electronic iPad. If you don't have an iPad, you automatically get the $50 a pop ticket every time you come through.
But they incorporate you for the chip. They getting you ready for that chip.
And now they got some toll booths where you go through one. Say you trying to get to, say you live on the south side of Chicago, you're trying to get all the way up north, but you're trying to get in a amount of time. You don't just go through one toll booth, you go through 3 of them.
That's the shortcut. That's the shortcut to get you some money. That's the shortcut to get them some money. Cause it's a longer route to go without toll.
Yeah, it's a longer route, but that shit is heavy in traffic.
But Jake is impatient. We like, hey, look, man, we got enough money. We gonna go through it. You know? Yep.
But now you, like I said, now you can have the money in your pocket, but you ain't got the iPads, so now the money in your pocket is obsolete. Oops.
They getting rid of them. The people that usually take the money.
Right.
Yeah. Because you'll pass a couple of them. I forgot what highway it is. It'll only be like 1 or 2 workers that's there, but it'll be like 6 stations right there.
Right.
But it'll only be like 2 of them, and it's only a few cars because majority of the people got that iPass and they just rolling on through.
Right. Yeah.
So then they gonna take them, you know what I'm saying, them away, and then now you just need the iPads. You know.
Right. Interstate 88 is like that going out toward Joliet.
I think that's the one. That might have been the one I was on.
Exactly.
Land back in
Back to that, bro.
you can put exempt on your W-2s too, where they can't take no tax. But they will still say you owe them if you do that to a certain extent.
Right. You owe them for working.
Yeah, you owe them. You owe
Now you
them.
paying them tax.
That's correct.
You know, it's so crazy. That's what, even if you own your own land, you gotta pay for your land that you own.
Because you're born owing the government over $20,000. When you look at the national debt, it says per citizen. I think it might be more than $20,000. You know what I'm saying? But each citizen, that child is born owing that. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you born in debt? You know?
Yeah, that's a $20 trillion debt and then some. Yeah.
It might be 60,000. I'm not sure. I gotta relook at it.
And then you gotta look at it like, okay, your father, he was working all his life. Say the year right before he dies, he was gonna start collecting his what's this called, Social Security? When he started collecting his money that he worked.
Social Security.
Social Security.
Or your pension.
Right, whatever. Say he died 2 years before he even started collecting. Guess where all that money goes? Right back to the government. It doesn't even go passed down to their children or anything like that. his money that he's been working for all his life doesn't go